Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you for Book Soup. Thank you to Kami for creating She Writes Press. So I want to give you a little background about Shelter Us, and then I'll do a brief reading because we have a lot of people here. I'll keep it brief. This is Shelter Us. I started out writing a journal. I was a lawyer. I wrote for private pleasure. And when my young sons were, well, I think I was pregnant with my second son when I decided I was going to spend more time writing. And the more time I spent writing, suddenly I started making things up and writing about somebody else. Granted, this person that I wrote about has a lot in common with me in certain ways, because I think that all fiction is really in some way emotional autobiography. And the main character is a mother of two young boys. And she, unlike me, has had suffered the death of an infant as well. And what I believe I had in common with this character is what I think most parents have in common with that character, which is the fear of that potential loss. And what nobody told me before I became a parent was how close to the surface that fear of the worst possible thing happening could be. So to write about it, although I'd never experienced it, was not as hard as some people might have thought, because I think emotionally we go through that quite often, just worrying at every driveway that the tricycle goes past. That could be the last moment. So this is Shelter Us. And I thought I would start at the beginning and introduce you to the people who you will get to know as you read this book. And it's set here in Los Angeles because this is where I live. This Ferris wheel revolves faster than I remember. It was Robert's idea to come tonight. A great way to say goodbye to the old year, right, kiddos? Oliver and Izzy jumped up and down, squealing their agreement. There was no saying no. And so we ride. My stomach drops as the wheel lurches. Izzy is on my lap, and I tighten my grasp around him. It is his first time up here. He is curious by nature, and at not quite 2 years old, he hasn't yet developed a healthy fear of heights. He is wearing the layers I've forced upon him. Red race car t-shirt, orange long-sleeved shirt, stained with washable finger paint, blue sweatshirt zipped up to his neck. Hand-me-downs all. He had wanted to wear the thin t-shirt alone, wanted the skin on his neck and arms and ears to touch the sunset sky we're flying toward, without a coat or cover negotiating the distance. He is all California, my little boy. But it is December 31st, it is twilight, and I am cold. The chill outmatches my pink cotton sweater. The useless hood keeps falling off my head, form over function. I keep both arms wrapped around my squirmy boy 100 feet off the ground. Across the circular capsule, Robert wraps his arm around the small shoulders of our firstborn, Oliver, who wears his navy blue windbreaker without complaint. They are facing the ocean, their backs toward us. The swoosh of air from the wheel's motion lifts Robert's straight brown hair and then rests it back in place. They huddle their heads side by side, looking for dolphins or whales or sea monsters as the Pacific slowly erodes the Santa Monica Pier's wooden pylons beneath us. Screams of laughter roll past. The roller coaster rumbles by. The ocean reaches closer, then farther, then closer, over and over, around and around. I close my eyes. Since when do Ferris wheels make me nauseous? I hold tight to Izzy and try to submit to the motion, the swings of discomfort, the unpredictable stopping and starting, the peaking, the resting, the lifting, the dropping. As we round the bottom, I catch a glimpse of how we may appear to the young couple next in line. A joyful family, a dream lived out. Robert turns around to see how Izzy likes it and sees me, jaw clenched, body locked. Sarah, he implores above the squall of gulls and New Year's Eve revelers. Honey, try to have fun. Smile, I tell myself. I stretch my lips toward their corners. The brisk air whips a tear from my eye. I can tell by Robert's sigh I'm unconvincing. Ah, but it's what I've got. Thank you.